What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I'm on Talks and Gaming today, people. Today we're going to be going over some Poke Pocket deck profiles. Today's deck profile is going to be based off of the short that I released on Sunday. If you haven't seen that yet, check it out. It's pretty cool. But this is going to be my Charizard deck. I've been having a lot of fun playing Poke Pocket lately, so it's probably going to be where we end up pivoting for the channel. I was wondering where we were going to pivot to, because I've been having a lot of fun playing Alestrals, having a lot of fun playing Magic Commander, a lot of fun playing, other card games in general, since Speed Duels is no longer available. That I decided that Poke Pocket's going to be where we move forward to. So if you're excited, leave a like on this video. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see more, and we're just going to jump right into this. So to start off, we're just going to start off with our basics. So we're going to go with the Charmander first. Charmander, of course, is very unique as it comes down to a basic in this game, especially for a basic that evolves. The reason why is because his ability to get rid of one of the fire energies every time it attacks actually hinders the Pokemon a lot. The 60 HP on it is not bad. The fact that it's fire is not bad. There's a lot of good stuff that goes with fire in this format. But the Ember being a 30, get rid of a fire energy when doing so, is just too steep of a cost when it comes down to specifics when it comes to your basic Pokemon. So Charmander, doing that is not very good. So in most cases, you're going to actually be having Charmander sit back in your bench area while you pretty much feed it energy. And the cards that you're feeding it energy with are going to be cards such as Moltres. Moltres is a powerful card, and if I had multiple copies of this, you definitely know I'd be playing two, but for right now, I'm only playing the one copy. The Inferno Dance that it does is extremely powerful, being that you're actually able to mana ramp your Charmander, Charmeleon, and Charizard. This is going to be able to just give you up to 3, sometimes 0, because it is RNG based like most of this game is, to put your Charmander line to 3 mana because of the steep cost for the Charizard's ult attack. The other basic Pokemon we're playing is going to be Ponyta. Ponyta is just very generic basic, and its evolution, Rapidash, is actually very strong in this deck, so we're going to jump into that before we go more into the Charmander line. So the Rapidash here is a 100 HP fire that does 40 off of Fire Main for 1 energy. That's just decent. It's like, it's just something you don't really see with Stage 1 stuff. It's kind of a worse, far-fetched, but with this deck in particular, you just want to be able to get out the Fire Main Rapidash as fast as possible. Not as fast as possible, but it's just a good Pokemon to have as your, your starter, because you don't really want it for your Charmander. The Charmander line itself, like I was talking about before, is the Charmeleon, which is just Fire Claws, which is a 3 mana, which is kind of steep, especially for a 90 HP. A lot of these stage 1s usually are like 2 cost. The one that comes to mind immediately is like Primeape, Staryu, I mean. Yeah, I was right, Starmie. Like, Pokemon like that, they're usually 2 cost, and it's just not as steep of a cost for your mana as Charmeleon is. But it is because of the ult attack for the Crimson Storm that this is so steep as it is. Crimson Storm is a 4 mana that makes it to where you have to discard 2 of your energies to do 200 damage, which is KOing most of the Pokemon, if not all of the Pokemon currently in Poke Pocket. Slash attack being a 63 is actually not that bad. Articuno's in this game is 80. So it's just only like 20 less, but you're already going to get to 3 off the Charmeleon. Moltres is going to be able to stack up all of those energies onto your Charizard line, and that in itself is what makes this card really good, is because of Moltres. So if you do have 2 copies of Moltres, highly recommend playing it at 2. Like I said before, I only have the 1 for right now. The other card I'm using is Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan is what I'm using as a replacement, and it's a good replacement for a lot of different Pokemon in this game for my Moltres. So whenever I get my Moltres, this will be taking a seat back into my trunk, while the Moltres itself will be in the main deck. But for right now, we are on the 1 Kangaskhan. The items and trainers we're playing are pretty much the same thing you're going to be seeing. X-Speed itself is pretty good, especially for when you have to put Charmander up as your beginning Pokemon. The reason why is because you can put the Charmander up, give it its energy, and then X-Speed it back for free, and then put up your Moltres or your Ponyta or Rapidash at that point, really doesn't matter what, up front. That way you can continuously put the energies onto your Charmander. That's why X-Speed is going to be played at 2 in this deck. We're also going to be on the double Pokeball, because we need that Charmander as fast as possible. We need that Moltres if we have the Charmander, so Pokeball is going to be able to dig up those 2 cards if we need them. It will sometimes get your Ponyta though, so keep in mind about that as well. Your trainers are just, the trainers you will see in almost every deck. Professor's Research is the second best one. Being able to draw 2 cards from your deck is insane in this format. And then the other one is going to be Sabrina, my all-time favorite trainer in the format, being that you are able to switch out one of your opponent's Pokemon. Of course, it is their decision on what it is, but this effect in general is insane. I'm so happy I was able to get these full arts of this. But yeah, for the most part, this is a solid list if you are trying to build Charizard and you are digging through the pack like I am right now. For whatever reason, I can't get Moltres or Starmies, so I have been climbing the ladder with this version of Charizard. But if you all enjoyed this type of content and you would like to see more, make sure you leave a like on this video and make sure you subscribe to see more, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.